Hello everyone, welcome to Wi-Fi Learn. In this video, we can see about the nodal analysis. There are two basic methods that is used for solving the electrical network by using nodal analysis and mesh analysis. In this video, let us discuss about the nodal analysis. What is a node? Node is formed by connecting branches of two elements. When branches of elements are connected together, it forms a node. When two elements branches are connected together, that forms a simple node, and when three or more than three elements are connected together, that forms a principal node. In this figure, see here, this is a node which is formed by two branches. One branch from positive terminal and another branch from the resistance Ra. It is a simple node. Here it is also a simple node formed by positive terminal of the voltage Vb and resistance Rb. So it is a simple node. There is a node which is formed by three elements or more than three elements are termed as a principal node. This is a principal node where it is formed by the branches of Ra, Rb and Rc, and there is another principal node also here that is formed by Rc, Rd and Re. Okay, these are the nodes. Now let us move on to the topic. In nodal analysis, we will consider the nodal voltages, that is the voltage at these nodes are considered with respect to the ground. Hence, nodal analysis is also called as node voltage method. The other term of the nodal analysis is node voltage method. Now let us see the procedure for the nodal analysis. The procedure for node analysis are nearly of 4 steps. There are 4 steps for nodal analysis. Step 1. The first step in the nodal analysis is identify the principal node and choose one of them as a reference node. We will treat reference node as a ground. First step is identification of the principal node. Identification of the principal nodes. And choose any one of the principal node as reference node. Commonly reference node is ground, that is ground. In this figure, the principal nodes are here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here more branches are connected together. See, negative terminal Rb, Rd and this negative terminal are connected in a common junction. This is also one of the principal node. This principal node is considered as a ground. Here in this figure, this 3 point I have been considering as a reference node. That reference node must be considered as a ground. Now the step 2. Step 2 is label the node with respect to the ground from all the principal node except the reference node. Labeling the nodes is a second step. Second step is labeling the nodes except the reference node with respect to ground. The second step is labeling the nodes with respect to ground from all the principal node. Here the principal nodes are 1, 2 and 3. I have grounded already third node as a ground node. Take this 1 and 2 as a node and label it. I am labeling this node as V1 and V2. Okay. Now the step 3. Write the nodal equation at all the principal node except the reference node. Reference node is already ground. So, we have to write the nodal equations for all the principal nodes except the reference node. Nodal equations can be obtained by using KCL and Ohm's law. Nodal equations are obtained by using KCL and Ohm's law. The third step is write the nodal equations at all principal node except the reference, written by using KCL and Ohm's law. And the last step is solve the nodal equation which we obtained in step 3. Solving that, we will get the value of the voltage and the current that is flowing in separate branches in the circuit. Step 4 is solving of the nodal equation. Solve the nodal equation which we obtained in step 3. Current flowing through any element and the voltage across any element that present in the network can be found by using the nodal analysis. It is very simple. Here the simple nodes are, assume this as 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are simple nodes. Remaining are 4 and 5 are simple nodes and the remaining nodes are principal nodes. We can find the nodal equation for this circuit. Here the principal nodes are 1, 2 and 3. I have labeled the first and second node as V1 and V2 and fourth and fifth node are simple nodes. Now we can use a KCL and Ohm's law and we can write the nodal equations. For the first node 1, for node 1, this is a node 1. Take this as a reference node and this as grounded. Always assume the reference node is in higher potential. Whether the value of VA can be higher than V1 also, but assume the reference node which you are taking first. Assume that in higher potential, that is V1 is in higher potential. If V1 is in higher potential, assuming your V1 is in higher potential, then the current will be flowing from V1 to VA. Right? In this node, the current will be leaving, right, in all the direction. So for this node, the current will be leaving from this node. You are assuming this V1 is in higher potential. If voltage is in higher potential, normally current will flow from higher to lower, right? So the current will be flowing from here to here. So if you apply this KCL here, all the current are in leaving direction. So summing of all the current would be equal to 0. Assume this as I1, I2 and I3. So summing of all the current will get a value as 0. In nodal, if you apply KCL, I2, I1, I3 is equal to 0. This is according to KCL. Now, you have to represent the current in terms of voltage and resistance. So this is in higher potential. So V1 minus VA divided by RA will get the value of I1, right? So V1 minus VA divided by RA in place of I1. So in place of I2, I2 is the current flowing through RB, V1 by RB. And I3 is a current which is flowing through RC, and there may be a current which is due to V2 also. But we have assumed V1 is in higher potential. So I3 current will be due to V1 minus V2 divided by RC is equal to 0. This is the first nodal equation. Now nodal equation for second node. Now we can assume that V2 is in higher potential. V2 is in higher potential. So if V2 is in higher potential, the current will be flowing like this here. The current will be flowing away from the V2. So assume this current as I4, I5 and I6. If you apply KCL here in V2, in second node, the currents are leaving the summation of I4 plus I5 plus I6 equal to 0. I4 is the current which is flowing in RC, and the I4 current can be represented by V2 minus V1 divided by RC. Here we have assumed that V2 is in higher potential. So V2 minus V1 by RC plus I5 is the current flowing through RD. So it can be given by V2 divided by RD. And I6 is the current flowing through RE. Here we are having the another potential energy source VB, but we have assumed V2 is in higher potential. So that can be given by V2 minus VB divided by RE, which is equal to 0. V2 minus VB divided by RE is equal to 0. This is the second nodal equation. This, by using a mathematical calculation, we can get two equations, right? We can get two equations with respect to V1, V2, VA and V1, V2, VB. By solving those two equations either by matrices or determinants, or we can solve by normal cancellation methods. So we can get the value of current flowing through each branches and the potential difference across each branches. Current flowing through each node and the voltage across each branches can be found by using nodal analysis. Nodal analysis is a simple method. We can find current flowing through any element and voltage across any element. When compared to mesh analysis, nodal analysis is very easy. I hope you understood the concept of nodal analysis. If you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment section. We will see problems regarding nodal and mesh analysis in next video. Thanks for watching the video, and if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to Wi-Fi Learn. Thank you.
Jungle.